I think they ought to send them damn Jews back with the Nazis over to Germany. Seriously, it's as bad as that.
On September 22nd, the second day of Rosh Hashanah of 1979, we were woken out of a deep sleep to be told that our synagogue was on fire. We rushed here to find that vandals had broken into our temple and had burned a scroll of Torah, an American and Israeli flag, prayer books, Bibles, right on our bima. Quite apart from the considerable physical damage, the shock and pain to our congregation and to me personally was considerable.
Simon Wiesenthal, who's devoted much of his life to tracking down Nazi war criminals, once said that if anti-Semitism ever raised its ugly head in America, it would probably start with an attack on him. That attack came last week. The Simon Wiesenthal Center for Holocaust Studies here in Los Angeles was scarred with Nazi swastikas and anti-Semitic slogans. News reports laid the damage to vandals, but there is persuasive evidence of an organized campaign in the United States to discredit Wiesenthal and exonerate the Nazis. Indeed, there are so-called scholarly journals being distributed here in this city which make the case that the Holocaust never happened. That's awfully disturbing because with each passing year there are fewer survivors to remind us of the horrible consequences of turning loose man's unlimited capacity to hate. The key to that cage, as Hitler himself said, is lies. If you tell a big enough lie often enough, people are going to start to believe it. And it doesn't even have to be malicious. I remember a couple of years ago, the chairman of our Joint Chiefs of Staff remarked that the Jews own the banks in the country, the newspapers. What a preposterous statement. Yet, the late General Brown was knowledgeable, not mean, a leader. And who among us has not heard similar nonsense from educated people at parties or works? I can't help but think that that sort of flippancy provides encouragement for more serious-minded anti-Semitism, as does our silence when people, crazed on the aphrodisiac of hate, seek to deny the remains of man's most loathsome orgy of violence ever. It can happen again. It's not beyond the realm of the possible that it can happen here. And it's not ludicrous kooks in uniform I fear most in that connection. It's people like you and me who maybe are afraid or embarrassed to challenge the little manifestations of anti-Semitism we see around us day to day.
I am far from intending to produce panic, and it is my opinion that it's not so important to point out that there are already too many Nazis in the United States. But more significant is that there are not enough anti-Nazis.
To those who would threaten the existence of our Jewish community, let us answer. We are one. This is a film for life, a film for our strength and survival, a film about the Jewish United Fund and the Jewish Federation of Metropolitan Chicago. The Jewish Federation is a unifying force. It creates and supports programs for all of us. It gives our needy a home. It enriches our lives. It gives purpose to our lives. It gives our young a sense of identity. It touches everyone in our Jewish community. Yet today, as yesterday, while the Jewish Federation kindles our hopes, there are those who ignite our fears.
Unser teures deutsches Reich zieht ein!
It's only a matter of time. The Jews sense it. Yeah.
Together through the Jewish United Fund and Federation, we can counter this hostility. We can make the difference. Because we are one. One in spirit. One in strength. One in joy. One in learning.
אוקיי, לשון החומש, וטהר. מה זה וטהר? וטהר, כן. יהרת, מה זה יהרת?
One in loving.
How long has your ear been bothering you?
One in caring.
Have you been running a fever?
I didn't check.
It looks kind of red and I see a fluid level. Is it painful?
One in understanding.
Well, I might take off, go to New York, get a job.
One in prayer. One with each other. One in heart. One in heritage. One with the people of Israel. The Jewish United Fund is the heart of our Jewish community. About half of our donations stay right here in Chicago. The rest keeps us one with the people of Israel and Jews throughout the world. The agencies of the Jewish Federation use these funds in ways that sustain our power and ensure our survival. Together we can make the difference with a renewed commitment. A commitment to give as if our lives depended on it. Here and throughout the world, the threat is real. Once again, terror could come to our people. Only you can stop it. Only by giving all you can to the Jewish United Fund can you combat this growing hatred. Now you must give like never before. To tell our enemies, never again.
And action speaks louder than words.
To those who threaten our Jewish community, let us answer.
Country telling each other, you know, the time is short.
We can make the difference.
I joined the American Nazi Party, as it was known then, under Commander George Lincoln Rockwell in December 1965. After the death of Commander Rockwell, the movement was in a shambles. We formed our own organization here in Chicago, the National Socialist Party of America, or the National Socialist Party of America, the National Socialist Party of America.
You can make the difference. We are one.